Hello.
Hello.
Here we are. We're playing Sekiro. Tim, you played some Sekiro.
Yeah, and I was very, very upset by the blatant spoiler on the title screen that says the shadows die twice. I didn't want to know that.
You didn't want to know about the shadows?
I didn't want to know that they're going to die twice. We're here at the, do we want to really explain what the story zone is? Maybe not. You see that bamboo back there? Have you ever been to a real bamboo forest in Japan?
I think I have seen bamboo in Japan.
Because the first time I ever went to one, I freaked out at how much they move in the wind.
That makes sense, yeah.
It's just a ghostly image. You don't really think of it because you're used to seeing bamboo as like interior decor.
So
that's about right.
To give a little context, we've gone past the beginning intro story stuff. I don't know what else you would really need to know aside from the fact that there was a flashback. You get your ass kicked, and you wake up alive here in this
FromSoftware creep zone.
Yep, and as always, there's a mysterious man who has a bizarre occupation. In this case, Buddhas.
Bizarre occupation, inscrutable motivations. He is carving hundreds and hundreds of wooden Buddhas.
And you also have as you were saying, a Mononoke-esque female maiden type.
Yeah, she's some kind of a shrine maiden sent by some mysterious benefactor.
As is the case.
The intro is very, very cinematic, blockbustery, Hollywoodish, mainstream, AAA video gamey compared to other FromSoftware things.
Yeah, so we'll get into that, but I also want to just like get into the actual game instead of just standing around this beautiful area. So you have these little sculptor's idols, which are, your fires.
So that sculptor in that temple, he's the one who made all of these. When did he put them out here?
I don't know.
Maybe it looks to me like he doesn't go outside.
They get into his backstory a little bit.
Oh, that's exciting. I haven't played as much as you have.
And over here we have this guy who we really like, who is a undying. What do you call him? He's a training dummy.
Yeah, he's a conscientious zombie.
Yeah, he's committed to the concept of actively helping you get better because you can kill him. Over and over again.
He just loves dying. Well, he doesn't like it. I like if you fight him enough, he's like, can I ask you to please not hurt me as much?
That's really funny.
Next time. And then if you apologize, he just goes, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
This is just the basic setup for this.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this combat. So yeah, you basically, you can train with this guy kind of a lot. The more techniques you learn, the more stuff it adds to his list of techniques you can train, and then you can also do a free combat with him.
Yeah, he's similar to in Neo. They have these training sparring sessions that they teach you every new thing in. We think they actually saw a lot of Neo in this. That's my attitude.
Yeah, I really think there's a Neo-ishness, except they polished it down.
Yeah,
there's not like the stance shifting and the arsenal.
Neo is kind of messy. If you want to grab the controller for a little bit, I'm going to tweak the audio just a hair.
Yeah, so this combat is real good. We're playing this on the PS4 Pro. You'll notice it is 64 frames, or 60 frames per second, not 64. So you attack with just the right bumper button, which is a little bit different. I'm used to using R2 for my heavy swing, but R2 in this does your shinobi tool, which is in your prosthetic arm. L2 uses your grappling hook. You can't use any of these things out here.
No, we're way in the beginning before they give you an S. Actually, I'm gonna grab that back for a second.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have the grappling hook yet.
No,
okay,
no,
cool.
No. We're starting basically from scratch. So let's go.
Yeah, you'll have the grappling hook as soon as you leave the temple. They just
basically,
they just tell you have it.
Yeah. So
and you can. Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Love this.
This is good stuff. The grappling hook has what I consider to be one of... Okay, so you have this wall jump. You do a double jump against the wall.
You have to press square to hang on things.
Or X if you're playing on the Xbox.
Yes.
Nobody cares. Nobody's playing on the Xbox except me. Yeah, you have to jump twice and then press the X button. It kind of reminds me of, again, old PS1 games. Tenchu, Tomb Raider.
It's true. Yeah, when you're playing the first 30 minutes of this game, I'd say, you're like, oh, man... Did they sell out? Did they get overdeveloped? And then you keep playing it, and you're like, oh no, it's there. It's the classic From
Yeah, so-
Software we know and love is in there.
Well, as soon as they introduce the sculptor's idol as a mechanic, and then they give you a second one very quickly to let you know that there's going to be a lot of them. So that was the first sculptor's idol you get outside of the temple.
Yeah.
And there's actually kind of... I was worried as I was playing... Okay, so first of all, I love this
Oh,
opening.
I messed up immediately.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Sorry. I'll just get this guy.
So, yeah, the beginning is very, very AAA compared to any From Software game. You have to hold the square button to collect the loot.
It's very Onimusha.
Yeah, I like that. I actually love it a lot. Good sound, good vibration.
Yeah.
So you get through this opening cinematic, just marvelous, spectacular spectacle at the beginning, and then they finally let you into this little tiny Tenchu sandbox. And it's just this fantastic... You were saying it looks like an old Japanese scroll painting
Yeah.
of just castles on mountains with clouds. And
Yeah. The thing about From games is they always have this sense of verticality, but the difference is that in this game you actually can use it a little bit more.
yeah,
It's a little place down there, by the way, a little secret.
I love the grappling hook, and I love the fact that there's actually very little cooldown. You can't just like run off edges sometimes. Oh, you can run off this one.
Yeah,
though.
I think you can.
Yeah, I've been down here. Yeah, it's a fun little secret. You get a little bit of sugar.
Boosts your attack power. I always end up forgetting that I have items like that in From games.
Oh yeah.
Because you're just like, oh, why would I use that instead of just getting better at the game?
This game has like a huge potential for getting better at it. I actually like just kind of I did what I refer to as I bonkered out on this opening part where I just oh my god, yeah, get him. Oh, look at that noob over there. So here's one dissonant thing. Listen to the sound. The in-game UI, the user experience sound effect, the huge taiko drum pound and string hit. I'm always feeling like the enemies can hear that,
Yeah.
but they can't.
No.
Oh, so this guy is you can do a good aerial kill on this dude.
Yeah. Aerial kills are you just actually
They're quirky. I
they're
love 'em.
quirky. It took me a while when I first played this game.
I thought there was going to be an Assassin's Creed, like a lock-on, right?
Yeah. Well, you do have to lock on, I think.
Yeah,
But you
yeah,
just- yeah, I know what you mean.
I thought there was going to be just like a little UI HUD element
hand-
pop up and
yeah.
says press a button to kill, and it's like no.
It's actually a little better than that.
Oh,
because
it's great. It's fantastic.
I definitely am playing this game. Yeah. See, this is a
Yeah, look
this is
how
a
vertical this
scroll.
is.
This is a scroll. You know.
It's god darn jumping flash with ninjas, man.
The thing about it, yeah, no, I thought it was going to do a more of a lock-on thing. I was worried, but it's pretty free.
Yeah.
It does lock on a little bit, but, you know... Oh, wait.
There's some of that grass down there.
Yeah. Good old grass.
Ninjas love grass.
Oh.
Oh,
Immediately messed that up.
oh man. This part's very fresh in my mind, so I'm critiquing. You know what we should do? We should do this again. You should get through it, get all the way to the gate, and then we can go through this part again and do it super well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
am playing this the way somebody plays it when they
first play. Yeah,
or
yeah.
no, but also I like went backwards, so I'm like, oh, I want to get to that weird little cave over there.
Yeah, sure.
You were saying, so there's some things about it that are patently they're kind of the fast travel, for example. There are ways in which it's a little more
Yeah,
smooth.
it feels like I was getting a little worried as I started the game. Oh, here we go. Another sculptor's idol. This is the second one you get.
Yeah.
They're pretty close together at the beginning. I was feeling like, oh no, is this game, is this a Souls for noobs? And then very shortly after this, you reach your first difficult enemy who's easily as hard as anything in any other From Software game.
Actually,
You can drop kill those wolves. Oh no.
I actually feel bad about killing these things.
Yeah, me too. The very first one that attacked me, I sidestepped and he flew off the side of the mountain.
Wait, hold on a second.
I just love this level design.
Wait.
Well,
I'm being an
saying
idiot.
that at the
I'm being an
weirdest.
idiot. I just wanted to get to this
There it
area
is.
underneath
Yeah,
here so
yeah.
I can get a treasure that this guy drops.
This is an extremely important item.
Yes, the shuriken wheel.
It's your first shinobi dogu or whatever
Yeah.
it's called that
So-
you equip on your arm.
Yeah, can we go back to immediately to the sculptor?
You
I think
can
we
go
can-
straight back
yeah.
from the.
That's a good opportunity, and I'll let you go through it a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna just get
Yeah,
it in here.
You just get fast travel right off the bat, which fair, I guess. You know what I mean? It depends. You were saying that this is like one of the first times that From has had like outside help with focus testing.
I mean, I was at a hotel room at E3 with Jason Schreier, and there was a demo being done by some of the game designers of the game. And someone asked, why did you go with Activision for the publisher? And they said a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm telling you, if you look at it in text, you might think it looks like a PR thing. The guy sounded genuinely appreciative. I feel like they maybe don't do much user-focused testing at all.
They might.
For their other games, right? I think they could do it very minimalistically. Whereas maybe they just can't afford to test with like a wide range of users. We're going to skip through this.
Yeah, we don't need to.
He's explained that you can get tools and equip them into your prosthetic arm.
There are ways in which, but that was the thing. The worry was that it was going to be like, is this a betrayal of what From is doing? And I really don't think so. I think once you get Pat to the first mini boss, it all kind of clicks, which we're about to do.
That first mini boss is absolutely hog wild.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah. We're talking about the general, right?
Yeah.
The guy who does the danger attacks.
Yeah. So just to
perilous attacks is what they're called in the PR thing.
We're gonna just talk about a little bit. There we go.
Oh my God, he's just talking too much. I don't have any spirit idols, so
you do now.
Oh, no, I have two. They gave me two. That's nice. Spirit
Good for
emblems,
them.
Whatever it's called.
And yeah, you have to equip in the menu to.
Oh yeah, to turn them on.
Yeah, but you just travel to the second one.
You can purchase the spirit emblems for 10 sen a piece.
You might actually. Why not?
Let's get some sen. I'm gonna go kill some dudes. What do you think?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can take on the mini boss. I will.
Yeah, go through. Make your run.
I will try to do a good run, because I was just really taken aback at how nice this first slice is.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna poke around in it a little bit. It's a really nice little slice.
You could teach a class on this little area. I feel like it's beautifully, just in the ways in which it's just telling you like, here's how you're gonna traverse this world.
Yeah. I'm just going up on the mountain to look around. You can get a lot done with just like sighting the terrain. I love the way the tree sways when you.
Yeah.
So we're here at the first. You can't walk off the edge of this tree,
which is good.
Yeah, which
feel
is like
you would. Well, you're on those things constantly, so you'd slip on your.
Yeah, this must have been like a hard decision to make, because that's very much Dark Souls is. You know,
no rails.
Yeah, you're falling off of something and then yelling.
Are you gonna go through the?
I'm gonna try to kill all of these guys.
Uh-oh. Sneak.
Without being detected. Okay. I am going to perfectionalize this. Just give me this treasure, actually. I can't believe I got detected. Oh, what?
Oh, I don't think you can grapple over that one. You just got to double jump over it.
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I was definitely gonna do it. I'm gonna commune with the sculptor's idol.
Yeah, just
to rest. This will reset all of my monsters.
So something worth talking about a little bit is the deflection system. It reminds me a little bit of Ninja Gaiden Black. Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh. God dang it. God dang it. He really picked a heck of a place to stop.
Sneak,
you know what? I got him. Wait for the red. Now he's dead. That's one down.
They are sort of doubling down on something that I think like Neo and Ninja Gaiden have done, which is the sort of timed block. It's something that has existed in Dark Souls and Bloodborne before, which is the idea of like timed button presses to sort of, parry. But the way they do certain things to complicate it a little later, where there are certain parries you can only do if you sidestep actually the second the thing would hit.
Yeah.
There's a way to basically parry spears where you just sort of stomp on the spear, and it's
the Mikiri. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's sweet stuff. So we got two bogeys down here. We got this guy.
You're gonna set one off.
We got that guy.
I think you got to go.
Oh no! Check this out. I know what to do. Or how do I get off the tree? Okay, you gotta jump off the tree. Can't step off the tree. Crouch, and then drop into the weeds. Gingerly into the weeds. Neither of them saw me. So you exercise your tenshu muscles here. So here's what I do: double jump.
Uh-oh, he's spotting you.
Hold on, I got him. I'm gingerly into the weeds. This goddamn guy. There you go. Yeah, you didn't see nothing, but you didn't see nothing.
He saw something.
Ah, heck. Man, that's not how that went yesterday.
Well, we can,
This guy's a punk anyway. You want to punk with me, punk? So here we go. Here's it. I'm going to try to do a deflect. Wow, okay. I have a dog attacking me now. Come on, god darn it. Here's what that's what I get for trying to describe what I'm doing while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I played this last night in the dark, and I didn't die for the first 3 hours. Okay? Am I seriously gonna die here?
I think you might.
God dang it. Here. God darn it. God darn it.
So, here's a mechanic.
Oh, yeah. Our guy can revive. See, I didn't experience this until pretty late in the game. And now you're just back. And of course, when you're back, the guys will have turned their attention elsewhere, and you can stealth kill them sometimes. And now get that guy in the weeds. Go get him.
No, he saw me. That was.
Oh, he saw you. Didn't drop gingerly into the weeds.
I didn't drop gingerly into the weeds. I'm gonna go straight for the mini boss.
Oh, just go straight and kill him.
Yeah. For the record.
Where's the chicken? You're gonna get the chicken?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill that chicken.
There's a chicken. If you love chicken.
He's kind of a dick.
Oh, the chicken sucks. He
chicken's-
like almost killed me the first time because I underestimated how tough a chicken could be.
I thought he was gonna be like the crow character in this game.
And Deadborn. Deadborn. Deadborn's a pretty good name. Oh!
Yeah, he sucks.
Fry him up and have yourself a dinner. That's what I would say.
If you ate meat.
Yeah, I mean, if I were in this game, I would definitely be eating pretty much every animal that I kill.
All right, so here's this guy.
Yeah, this is how quickly you can access this guy. Just get right in here and rip him up.
Yeah, but so with a lot of things, with a lot of mini bosses specifically, getting that first hit in is really important. So prioritizing sneaking up. You actually don't have to fight him, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you have to fight this guy, no.
Yeah, you don't have to, but prioritizing...
I mean, there he is. Yeah, getting the first hit, getting it hard. So he does this perilous attack. So you can actually take one whole life bar off of him. I feel very proud of myself for having detected that the first time. So he does this sweep attack. So when you see the flash of that Japanese kanji that means danger, you can jump, and then you can jump kick him in the head. And do a head bounce, a dive kick, as it were.
Let's try this.
As the game tries to explain to you, oh, now he is staggered.
You can actually, yeah, get items like ash.
As the game explains, perilous attacks originally at first are a thing to be feared, but eventually they're an opening you look forward to.
They are.
So
I'm gonna cheese this guy.
there's his perilous attack.
Oh, I screwed that up. Oh no.
That's good though.
Yeah.
Death is a part of it. Oh, but you get your one resurrection now that it's explained to the mechanic. You get one resurrection, which is only restored by resting. Yeah, so this guy's a really good fight to have this early in the game. And it's kind of like, it's kind of the buckle up moment.
Yeah, this is the moment where they're like, get ready, guys.
Oh, there you go. That's it. He's done.
Dunzo.
You're done, Tiger.
Yeah,
Prayer
they're...
beads. Gourd seeds.
Gourd seeds are really important.
Gourd seeds are some of the best things to have.
I'm gonna, since I don't have to fight him again, and I want to use that gourd seed, I'm gonna go back to the sculptor's place.
Just go back and grab yourself some stuff.
Sculptor's village.
Yeah, tough monsters give good stuff.
enhanced.
Oh, so you now have your enhanced physical attributes.
Yeah, but you can't use it yet. You actually don't get 4 prayer beads for quite some time.
You have to. Well, you've got to talk to the dude to get the book, right?
Mhm.
So the sculptor gives you the book once you have one
Prayer bead.
one prayer bead.
So it's actually the perfect time to go back.
Yeah, you can get all sorts. Oh, you have a new training option as well.
Yes. I'm gonna rest.
Oh, you have 15 spirit emblems.
Yeah,
That's
I got a
lot.
bunch. So this woman is kind of your
誠に流因のこの目でしかとエマ猿を方に使いすみまただそうお
she's gonna assist you, and she's a doctor's guy. And she is a person who handles
はいあな傷
the
この
gourd.
日尽きたとて
I'm gonna skip past this.
Yeah, she handles the gourd. She's the gourd handler.
種をこれで
Okay, so that gives you an extra. It's like getting an extra Estus flax.
Yeah, you can now heal twice with the gourd, which we haven't even used the gourd yet.
I used it once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh.
in that fight.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
just
Now we can use the gourd twice.
Can we use it? Oh, I guess we don't get the. I guess he does not give us the book.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, you need. Wait, you need to increase your level meter.
Okay, that's
it's
right.
not the prayer beads. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so there is a leveling system, sort of. It's how would you describe it? It's you're still doing the Dark Souls losing level
Yeah.
dying thing, but you're doing it for what would be like skill points in a Ninja Gaiden game.
Yeah, it banks a point, and then you can buy something with a point, or some things are 2 points or 4
5
points.
points, up to 5, I think,
Yeah.
sometimes. And yeah, or 5 is the most I've seen at my point in the game. They may go up to 10, who knows. But yeah, it's a risk reward thing where it's like, do I want to prioritize these little tiny points, or do I want to really go forward and try to get that really nice, like, advanced skill?
And then once you get the new stuff, it's just straight up game changing skills. Like the very first thing I unlocked, which is probably the first thing a lot of people are going to unlock, is that whirlwind slash.
Oh, that one's nice.
It's just a wild technique. You can kill 2 dudes in like 1 second with it. So you can see that bar in the upper right is progressing toward a
Yeah.
skill point seed. Oh, there's that money. The money magnet.
I'm glad they don't do the thing where, like, if they see a dead guy, they're like, oh no,
Yeah.
my ally, because that would just get irritating.
Well, that's why I keep, and I don't mean this in any kind of insulting fashion, but it reminds me of just like a PS1 game. It's like a PS1 game with like AAA modern graphics. It's like there's no, they're unconcerned, they're uninterested in having this quote unquote realistic enemy behavior where they see each other and then they go looking for the intruder. It's just, I mean, that's one of the very soulsy things about it. And it took me
Set
a
'em
little.
off.
Oh yeah, yeah. Once they're on alert though, it's
Game over in that regard. These guys without the hats are pretty easy to kill. These guys, and there we go, I got my 1 point.
you wear a hat.
Ugh.
Oh my
Ugh.
god, yeah. Oh, if only you had whirlwind slash.
I would be able to take care of multiple.
You could go right through. You could like chew through 3 of those dudes at once. And this is where the hook is great.
Yeah, you can just get out of there. That's useful. Also, you have unlimited. There's an idol that you can get. Here, I'll show it.
That will take you straight back home.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty easy to abuse.
The homeward idol is, yeah, it's just like an endless good time.
But it's weird because it's like it doesn't like have you get rid of your skill points or anything like that. It just
Oh, you got a friend.
I didn't realize he was there. Hi, buddy.
Oh, you've got a friend in him. Yeah, the grappling hook is great. It adds a million new dimensions of movement to the game.
Yeah.
There's an experience. I mean, within your first hour of playing Demon's Souls, you will experience the unbeatable enemy who you then run away from. So you start dashing away from him, and that just becomes this iconic thing to the whole Souls series. Is just running.
Yeah.
Right? And now they've actually turned it into way more of a tactile experience because you have this grappling hook and you're snapping and rubber banding around to get away from dudes, and that's genuinely thrilling.
It's great. It kind of There isn't always a. Oh, they can just see
He
me up
saw
there.
your pony. He saw
whatever.
your goddamn ponytail popping up.
That's bad.
Pony popping.
It's weird though because. Oh, hold on a second. I'm trying to get up there.
Oh, look at that big boy with the hammer. Oh, hammer, bro.
This is gonna be genuinely gross to look at.
He's gonna get him right. Oh, that was 38 points though. They're not
That's a lot.
souls. They're points. Where are they? I don't know what they are. I've been calling them souls. Ooh, I love the color of the blood.
It's a very nice red.
It's that weird desaturated red, unreal red.
Are you guys gonna come after me or no?
Just good old rusty veined weirdos running around. Oh yeah, he left himself wide open.
So there's a move that you can abuse in later bosses. It's this one. It's the side step that you do.
Yeah.
Right after dashing. So, come on, attack me, buddy.
Sometimes you got to hit a guy to make him hit you. As I learned, in college.
It takes like there's actually kind of a sweeping like movement to it.
Yeah. I can't believe I died against that guy. I'm going to tell you what. I've been playing on Xbox One, and the deflect and an attack are on the bumpers.
Yeah.
I hate pressing bumpers, so I have it on the back paddles on my Elite controller.
I will say, it takes a second when you are used to having like, when you get stronger in the game, and then coming back and playing like a regular game from the beginning.
Oh yeah.
It does throw you off because you're like, oh, where's all my fun toys? Where is my? There's an above slash that you get later on that's very, very strong.
Oh yeah.
So here's some plot stuff. This is where you're like, oh, is there how is the Souls
secret
plot?
NPC. Is that you? Inosuke.
This is very sad.
Mm. Oh, wild. Suzu. Suzu means bell.
Thank you.
In case anybody didn't know that.
Yeah, so she gives you this little bell.
Suzuki means bell tree.
Yeah, you should give it back to the sculptor. And it gets extra sad when you go over here.
Oh, yeah. Soulsy as heck. It's just like Dark Souls.
And there's Inosuke.
Yeah. I love that there's a FromSoftware game where it's all in samurai Japanese.
Yeah. So her son's right there. That's where I was like, okay, this is definitely a Souls game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of really heavy plot up front.
Mm-hmm.
And
A
you're
lot
like,
of Hollywood.
big old budget.
More Hollywood. I mean, okay, it's not straight up Hollywood, but
No.
it's way more Hollywood than you'd be used to.
In a Souls game, yes.
Yeah.
So I didn't know this guy was here until 16 hours into the game. But something you should definitely be aware of is how do I get out there?
Ooh. Oh my God. Man, he straight up looks at you. That's my life goal, is for somebody to look at me and say I look like I know a thing about death.
So you can buy pellets here. You can buy a handful of things. More importantly, you can buy this. Robert's firecrackers.
Oh, who's Robert?
I don't know, but he had a lot of firecrackers.
I love Robert.
It's a deafening sound. So it's basically an extra tool like the shuriken that will scare animals, which is really, really useful. And I wish I'd known it was here before I'd fought some enemies.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get those firecrackers. I have enough money to get them.
500.
Yeah, I have more than enough money to get those.
So once you've played this section for a while, you don't actually have to go there. You know, like you don't have to do any of that. You can just jump down here.
Yeah.
And then get that sugar.
Oh, the sweet sugar. Delicious. This guy's he's gonna develop a bit of a tooth problem if he keeps up with these items he's picking up off the ground.
So there's a bunch. Yeah, he's eating ground candy. My man eating ground candy. So you can go and attack those guys that way, or you can just do this.
You whip it on up there. Oh, I just love the whipping. Someone's going to say it's just like Spider-Man. No, it's not. It's a little different. Oh, yeah. Oh, big boy got put down.
He's got that gun leprosy that from Princess Mononoke, which I probably has a historical precedent that I'm very...
It sure does.
Feel free.
I mean, I don't need to get into it, but I've read about this.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah. There's also this entirely different way you can get up here, going around here. You can go through here, go over there. I'm going to take these guys out because it's fun.
The whole gunpowder handling related skin conditions dates back to like 13th century China. There's a whole lot going on. It's like they knew it happened.
Oh, just handling saltpeter?
Yeah. It just happened. It's fun because if you get really good at this game, you'll encounter like 5 new enemy types and you won't know how they attack because you'll just have killed them before. Like, I killed that gun boy before he even saw me. And I was like, oh, I wonder what he was going to do. I imagine there's some hypothetical, like, genius player out there who's never going to know what any of the enemies do.
That probably watch a stream.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, you got this guy.
Yeah, once you understand how a situation is, like, laid out, you just end up doing it backwards every time.
Yeah. That's the whole advantage to understanding the level design and understanding the fact that your grappling hook lets you put yourself almost anywhere.
Yeah.
Those item icons, the light fades out really slowly, so sometimes I wonder if I got it or not.
Yeah.
It keeps fooling me.
So I actually don't have to do this, but I want to because it's a cool...
Oh, the old wall shimmy. That's how you know it's AAA.
The wall shimmy and then right here.
He looks a little awkward holding the sword while he does that. Oh, Nathan Drake.
What's up? That's a very Uncharted... That's a very second party. Sony developed...
I could do a whole hour-long video about how the last brick always breaks in Uncharted. How's that for a video concept? I replay the whole Uncharted series and count all of the climbing segments. How many of them don't feature a block that breaks right at the end? I want to know.
Can you use this idol up here?
Oh, yeah. Sculptor's idol. Found.
Yeah, we can go...
You don't have 4 prayer beads.
There's another one of these guys.
How do you... Oh, you can get the book now that you have the skill point.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Listen to him just rooster crow when he dies. Oh, it's my buddy. Shinobi no Danna.
Remember that time?
The night you got beat up.
He's a merchant.
So, we also, it's interesting to know that when he wakes up, he asks how long has it been?
Yeah.
How long has he been asleep? And the guy says, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So, that immediately made me feel all weird. When he said it's been a long time, I was like, what, how long?
Yeah, he's a merchant now. You can purchase information. Since this is a new save, I don't care. He tells you about the fire tube.
Yeah, I need that fire tube.
You do. Flame barrel. It's actually, I think, worth going back now. So
Oh my God. Remnants.
そうか。
That's little boy. That's that character's name.
Small child. I'm gonna go zoom back to. So this whole area was actually in the vertical slice we saw.
Oh yeah.
Oh, before I forget, we can also do this.
Oh yeah, you can listen to dudes. Was he talking about the chained ogre?
Yep, at the top of the stairwell.
Let's get him. That's a joke.
I don't want to fight him yet.
The chained ogre is a so it kind of is interesting that it's just like this naturalistic samurai world where clearly you've been resurrected, so there is a supernatural element. And then it's just like there's ogres, man.
So yeah, you can fight him now, but the thing is, like they were saying, he needs fire. So we have to
Yeah,
go
you gotta
somewhere
burn him.
else. We got to go somewhere else to get that fire. I'm gonna grab this.
Can you freak him out with Robert's firecracker?
I actually didn't try that because I didn't get Robert's firecracker until like 14 hours in the game.
I
But
bet you can.
I think you probably
I bet
could.
he it says it frightens animals. It probably frightens him.
Now that's just disrespectful. It took me a while to also figure out how the secondary revive works.
Oh yeah.
Because you do have 2 resurrections off the bat.
Yeah.
And the way you deal with it is that if you get killed, there's like, it'll like do a sumi-e paint strike through it. And then as time goes on, you'll be able to eventually use it again.
Yeah.
But
It's mysterious.
well, no, it just takes like it's putting your revive on a timer so you don't abuse it.
Yeah.
It's making you.
Maboroshi. I love the word Maboroshi. It's 4 syllables, but it's 1 kanji.
Wow.
Fun fact. If that's fun. Oh yeah, so now he gives you the book.
Esoteric text
I love getting an esoteric text.
from your ex.
That was my good joke. So yeah, you get skill points, and now you can. You can equip this sweet whirlwind slash.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
do
know.
that.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's something else you want, you can't afford anything else.
Okay. So you're gonna just acquire that
Yeah.
and
now-
then equip it.
So what you buy is you buy moves. You level up moves.
You have 1 combat art at like the get-go.
Yeah, and it lets you press both bumpers, and you'll do them at the same time. There it is.
Yeah, that's real good.
Beautiful maneuver.
I could train with him more. I want to offer the bell though.
Oh yeah.
Also, before I forget, little secret. Little secret.
Always pays to poke around the hub.
Always poke around.
Hub poking.
Coin purses are sort of like in like Dark Souls and Bloodborne.
Blood
You
clots.
Yeah, blood clots are the things you can bank souls in. It's similar to that.
You know what I used to call those in Bloodborne? I called them blood pockets. And then eventually I was calling them hot pockets. So when I got a coin purse for the first time in Sekiro last night, aloud I said, "Oh, is this a hot pocket?" So anybody else wants to call them hot pockets, go for it.
I'm gonna let this play out because it's cool to look at. He's offering the bell that the old lady gave him.
Yeah, this is the kind of cutscene you can get sweet with in this game. That's good. Atmospheric.
I really like.
Yobi-sama sujaro. Nemachimateru. Omae-san no furui kyoko. There you go.
I really like how this changes the structure of the game, as you'll see in a second.
Mm-hmm.
It opens up a whole new world.
It's incredible.
It's really a cool way of doing these things. Yeah, see?
3 years ago. Or sannenmai, as they would say.
A little
in
bit of load in there.
Japanese. Yeah, a little tiny bit popping. Did they use Unreal for this? That's a joke. They didn't use Unreal for this.
So you can do. I got all my skills and everything. So this is the memory of the last time you got got.
Yeah, when you got wastowed.
There seems to be like an interim, and I think the interim is between this happening and the current time, I guess you would call it. And that's the intro. Is you go to get the young master, this prince, who in turn. You almost get him, and then you have a beautiful moonlit field boss battle with a guy who sounds like he's voiced by the guy who does Dio.
I think he might be.
Yeah, he sounds a very similar voice actor to Dio. It's just how he like, he's just like he does that weird like nasally drawl that Dio
This
does.
the moonlight reflecting off of these surfaces looks incredibly good in 4K HDR. On the Xbox One in native 4K, by the way, which it is not on the PlayStation 4.
I'm just gonna go straight here.
Oh my god.
Get messy. I don't care.
Yeah, these guys are chumps.
Yeah. This guy's a punk, you can tell. Like, you can tell he's a bandit by how he uses his sword. This real, like, Toshiro Mifune punk hours.
Yeah, he's just kind of wearing his weird medieval football helmet.
He's, like, treating it like a baseball bat.
Yelling around on a bridge.
Yeah. Let's try this. Dowsing powder. That puts out fire.
Let's
Surprisingly
get
useful.
doused, bro.
Okay, I would be remiss if I didn't do this first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Is that a carp?
It's a treasure carp. Oh, wait. Oh, no, he's running away. Running away. Running away. Running away. Running away.
That fish can sprint.
So can you, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed this part.
Treasure carp scale. Treasure
Oh, yeah.
carp scale.
Yeah, nice.
He's shedding all over the place.
I actually didn't go far out over there. I don't think you can. No. Anyway,
The swimming is ridiculous.
the swimming, he goes like this. He goes faster than a speedboat if you just keep pounding on the circle.
Yeah, he's like Miami Vice ain't got nothing on him.
It's true. It does not. So you keep going over here, and this is something you could very easily miss. I feel like my thing was like I was like, oh, can you swim or will it hurt you?
Oh, yeah, I was terrified to swim until I fell accidentally.
You
into
should
some
always
water.
swim because there's probably a treasure carp down there, and treasure carps are similar to like geckos
Yeah.
in Souls games.
You,
And
you ever bite into a carp in real life?
no,
Yeah, me neither.
yeah, I was gonna say, I love this guy.
Oh, Bucket Boy. Boxman. Just some kind of a long-fingered, pot-dwelling river goblin.
Is there a name for those in mythology?
I believe so. It's a type of yokai.
So you can buy. I wouldn't buy divine grass because those are consumable. I'd
Yeah,
say
and it's they weren't legal at this point in time.
actually, historically speaking, Japan has a long history of hemp usage. No,
Super legal, super legal.
the floating passage text is a skill, but with a red gourd, let's just use that, which will be very useful. Where we're gonna go. So the withered red gourd.
So are these treasure scales farmable?
I don't think so. I think they're limited, but I
Yeah.
could be wrong. It could be like one of those scenarios where you can, but they have a low drop rate on something. You know, like oh god, I forget. Yeah,
Oh my god, big dog.
the dogs.
A whirlwind slash that guy. No, don't. That wouldn't be right.
Yeah, see.
Oh, the
You're right.
thrust. The thrust.
Oh, I tried whirlwind smashing him.
Yeah, no, it's got way too much of a
wind
warm
up,
up.
yeah.
So like, the actual samurai attacks are like god darn cowboy duel draw out samurai reflex moves. Like you fight fast.
Yeah.
But when you get these battle techniques, they have the warm up. And then your grappling hook also has a warm up. So if like a guy's about to hit you and you're like, I'm gonna zip away like Spider-Man, I got straight up smacked by a dude while I was trying to run away, and it felt really funny to me to get hit during the wind up on the grappling hook.
Let's see.
I mean, those are the thrills I sign up for.
I love signing up for thrills. I think we can do. I'm gonna see if I can speed through this, and I don't need to fight that guy. I know what his deal is.
Oh, that guy saw you.
Yeah, but I can just do this.
Oh, he's just gonna reset it.
Yeah, I farmed this area a bunch when I
Add
was
one
trying.
extra E to rest, and you get reset.
Yeah.
You farmed this area?
Yeah, so like you can just jump down and kill that guy. Best way to do this, because if you do that, they'll see you. Let's see, do that. This side area has treasure.
Oh, it's Ungo's sugar. Oh, there we go. Rip it up on the wall. He's done. He's nothing but mist on the breeze.
Yeah, let's see if he goes.
There's 2 more dudes over there. 3 more dudes? You see, so this is the ninja excitement I want. So, in a Souls game, in Bloodborne, there are a lot of these times where you feel sneaky, but then it's always like an action confrontation. It's not always an action confrontation.
It's very often.
In this, by adding the jumping and the verticality and the literal skittering across rooftops, they've made it feel right to be sneaky.
So it's interesting because they're doing all these verbs were sort of already in Souls games.
They're just crystallizing.
Yeah, and I think that's an important thing to sort of point out is that like it's a different game, but it's a not unfamiliar sensation. You know what I mean? Like they've already had sort of soft stealth elements in their games. They already had like jumping on top of things and dropping down from things, but now they're just in here.
They've added, they've just they've crystallized it, they've solidified it, they've turned it into it's deliberate. It's very deliberate now. Like this wall hug and peek around the corner straight out of Metal Gear Solid. Like
some people, we were talking. I think some people will not like that because
I think they won't. Yeah. Oh, was that guy just drunkenly kicking a thing in a room by himself?
That's a real feeling.
34 items and then some pellets.
Yeah.
We still don't know what to call the souls, the points, XP.
Daddy's good bucks.
Good dollars. Oh, 3 dudes.
Yeah, well,
one is an archer and he's a punk. Archers are punks if you're up close. This guy's an idiot.
Those guys suck.
The hatchet gang here in town. Oh my god.
All right.
Watching that sword unwieldily plunge through a man's neck never gets old.
It's always cool.
It feels almost comedic sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody knows that Souls games, FromSoft games, have a really good sense of humor.
Yes.
And you just have to be cool to appreciate it. I think watching your guy stealth kill a dude by stabbing a samurai sword all the way down, like into the top of his head, like into the neck, you know, down through the guy's lats. I think that's really funny. Not lats, trapezius. Stabbing a guy all the way down through the ribs from the neck with a full 3-foot-long sword. That's funny. Like, I don't know.
What's funny is in this section is they're just drunk as hell. It's actually kind of a cool way of doing that.
Yeah, there it is. Go straight down into the guy's neck hole.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. That's bad.
This guy, yeah, he's again yelling around with his football helmet, torch wielding. The torch goes out as his heart quits to beat.
Quits to beat?
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm working on some Elizabethan phraseology lately. I figured I have enough of the Victorian. I should work on another era.
It's true. I realize that.
Oh, look at that. Like the way he twists in the air when he does the grappling hook up to a high height. You see him do like 2 full rotations.
Yeah.
It's very like wuxia film looking wire effect sort of. There's a lot of like legacy in that. They had like a really good time just working out their influences in this game. Because I mean, it's some dark, loud samurai filth. You know, it's not the Japanese TV drama clean and pressed kimonos samurai. It's just dark, weird bonfires and booze.
Yeah.
Blood sprays and mud. Guy swinging an axe like a sledgehammer. It's not your typical.
Your daddy's.
Yeah, it's not your daddy's samurai movie. I mean, not that all samurai movies are, you know, clean and pressed, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Like the TV dramas where the guys all have the
period pieces.
Yeah, the period pieces. Jidai Geki, as they call them in Japan, which literally means era play. So, whereas, I mean, you go back to like Kurosawa. Kurosawa was always pretty gritty with his samurais, and for like a sort of a prototype of that kind of film, it's impressive how gritty he was from the beginning. Seven Samurai's gritty as heck.
It's very, very violent, actually, for its time.
Yeah, so this has a this, I don't know what's a reference and what is just a riff, but there's a, I don't know, they keep using the phrase wolf. In the beginning, you meet a guy who calls you a cub. I'm like, is this Lone Wolf and Cub?
Here we go. Got the flame barrel.
Oh, you got the flame barrel.
This is the thing you super need. It is
to mess up that ogre. Yeah, so it's a real game changer. This is time travel. You've traveled back in your memories.
Your own.
You've obtained a material possession.
Yeah, the shinobi axe is definitely needed.
Yeah,
we'll get that right now too.
Yeah, this is your next shinobi tool.
You could also eavesdrop in these areas and like listen to people talk to various degrees about the people in the village, basically being like, "We're not gonna fight him" or whatever. So these guys.
Yeah. You can take those guys.
Yeah, I just don't want to.
Do you have ceramic plates?
I do have ceramic plates.
Oh yeah. I like using the ceramic plates. I've been having a good time with these, or ceramic shards, whatever they're called.
I'm not good at using them, weirdly. I don't know why.
Yeah,
they're not
it's
hard.
sort of hard to tell where where exactly they're gonna go, but I kind of got the hang of it.
Oh, well, if you don't accidentally trip those guys, they'll say, "Are you gonna steal that thing?" It's like, "No, I don't steal from the Buddha."
Oh yeah.
Telling you that is where the.
Hotoke-sama. Can you crawl under that?
Maybe?
No, it's too low.
Oh, okay.
You can crawl under a lot of stuff, which is
True.
cool.
It's a crawlable game. I'm just gonna go in here. I don't care.
This game's all about the over/under. You go over. Oh, get the good rolled R's.
Okay. I'm gonna use a pellet. Waste a pellet.
Pellets are cool because it's basically Final Fantasy mavens will think of it as regen.
It's a heal over time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. So,
Nice.
like, the combat has depth that FromSoftware. So I actually feel like I have some friends who.
Oh, Jesus!
Whoa!
That chicken got me.
Oh my God, Ricky the Rooster.
Forgot that chicken was there.
Ricky the Rooster woke up angry before sunrise.
That was, I told you, they suck.
So I have some.
Uh-oh.
What was that? Somebody just shoot at you?
I think someone's hitting me from afar.
Is the rooster like spitting black paint acid at you?
Is Peter denying Christ?
Oh yeah.
You know
Oh,
what?
chills and thrills.
You know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm gonna simplify this because I'm out of healing items.
That's pellets probably. I'm guessing pellets. No,
go
it's
on.
sugars.
Oh,
Roosty boy.
I'm locked in. I have iframes now.
Oh yeah.
I won't for a second though. There we go.
Iframes, the menace of poultry.
It's true. The main all chicken producing factories like Purdue, you have to have iframes if you want to be a chicken sexer.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God, yeah.
So now that I have this, I'm gonna just.
I knew a girl in elementary school whose dad was a chicken sexer.
It's a very weird, psychologically fascinating job.
Her name was Jasmine. Jasmine, if you're watching, you're not. You're definitely. I don't know where you are, but you're not watching this. I mean, let's just the odds against Jasmine watching this.
Very odd against.
Oh, so as I was gonna say, I have friends who do not like Dark Souls.
Yes.
And I'm going to admit something. I played the heck out of Demon's Souls.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
When Dark Souls came out, I was very busy in my life, and I didn't play it for about 2 years. And I was on a podcast with some guys who hated Dark Souls, and they had never played it.
Yeah.
So I somehow obtained a reputation for hating Dark Souls.
Just by being adjacent
by being on this podcast. And somebody in my YouTube comments yesterday pointed that out, and I felt so called out. I was like, man, I did later play Dark Souls, and man, I loved it. And I get it 100%.
Yeah.
So I know people who hate Dark Souls. I think they might like this.
They might. I think this would probably be better.
Based on what they hated about Dark Souls.
Yeah. It does a lot of heavy lifting for people who don't
like
stats.
It's not that it's easier, because I actually don't think it's easier. The combat is way richer. There's more to the combat.
Yeah, I think that is. We've talked about how Neo has better combat. I think Heather is of that opinion too.
Yeah.
It doesn't have.
Well, it's going for something different. the stances thing in Neo is cute, and it's also well implemented. In this, it's by focusing on basically one weapon and then having an optional secondary weapon.
Yeah.
They have allowed themselves to, they freed themselves up to do really rich combat. Oh, did you not get the?
I did.
Oh, you got it. You got everything. Okay, good.
Yeah. While we were talking.
Oh yeah, I'm just. Sometimes it's hard to talk and pay attention to a game like this. Oh, here we go. The flame vent. So this is great. This is straight up gross. Axe.
Here we go. We got a new esoteric text.
Which allows you to unlock your prostheses.
Skill tree.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to go for the big boy, and I think that's a good place to end for now.
Yeah, to go kill to try to flame rocket the ogre.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
How much money do you got?
I got 682.
Oh, should we try Robert's firecrackers?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no,
Get those as well.
I'd have to travel to, I think, Cave Path.
Yeah, I think it's here.
And then I'd have to zoom back really quick.
Tent boy.
How much time we got?
Tent boy. Guy with crows circling around his tent.
Yeah.
So the reason that these friends of mine, who I'm not naming, hate on Dark Souls is they just think the combat is too slow. They can't get their head around the fact that your sword winds up.
Yeah.
And that, you know, it's like you have
it's
like...
It's accounted for, though. That's the thing that's the counter to that.
It's a risk reward. It's extremely deliberately done. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
And when one plays the game unskillfully, one might look at Dark Souls and think it's just kind of ropey and floppy.
Yeah.
Right? Because the hits don't seem like they're landing, and enemies kind of balloon animal around on the floor, and
yeah.
It's just it can look very silly if you're playing it very poorly.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in this, I mean, your dude strikes real true and real fast with that sword.
Yeah.
And it really does feel more like a Ninja Gaiden or a Neo. But at the same time, it has all the systematic depth of a Dark Souls. Enemies are performing so many different types of moves. You have to read whether they're going vertical, horizontal, thrusting, sweeping.
The thing that is always said of Dark Souls is that, like, man, even the lowest entry level character can kill you if you're not paying attention. And that's true. But I feel like it's almost expanded upon here. You know what I mean? In that, like, you do get better at killing those. You can just blast through them when you have a little more strength. But at the same time, you have to account for more ways of fighting. You know what I mean? You can't just, like, idly go in. You have to, like, think these things out. All right, so I got Robert's Firecracker. This all took me way longer the first time. I'm blasting through this in, like, an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's use, I'd say, I don't actually want the shuriken for him. Say Shinobi Firecracker, Flame Vent.
Nice. And
Loaded
axe.
Do I have oil? I have one oil.
Just one oil.
I think I could do it with one oil.
So do you want to explain what these weapons do?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's try this. So using this, yeah, if you press the triangle button on the PlayStation, I don't know, you can do various things. So this is the Flame Vent. It uses 3 and it blasts. The Loaded Axe
smashes through a shield.
And the Shinobi Firecracker scares the crap out of animals. So those are the 3 things you gotta know.
Stupid beasts.
Foul moron, idiot.
Unaware of modern chemistry.
Let's travel to the Outskirts Stairway.
Well, you can just fast travel to the Hirata Estate as well.
Yeah,
now.
so you can actually go back and forth in your memory, which is a really cool thing. It's like a good version of something that Final Fantasy 15 did, like a streamlined version.
God. That thing that Final Fantasy, I think that's like the worst thing in the world.
It makes me so mad to think about that.
I like the game generally, but the fact that you can just travel back to a time when all of the hardship and pain and suffering that the characters have endured and grown through is just right before that. So we can just enjoy life how it was. Every time the boys get in the car and they talk about wanting to stop and get something to eat, I'm just like, ah, man.
Things have changed, man.
This isn't real, though.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah,
but it makes sense here because you have the
well, it's
the abstraction of the Buddha.
Yeah, it's a Demon's Souls-esque. It's a framing device for why you can travel between these varied places.
So when you see two guys, it's always worth prioritizing the guy that's going to be the bigger pain in the ass because you can take both these out. The guy with the hat's going to be harder.
Yeah, he's got a hat. Give him that.
And this guy you can just blast through.
Just cave in that. Oh my God! Cave in that head of his.
So the oil is important because, oh well, I'll give it a shot either way. I threw the oil. If you cover a guy in oil, you only need to hit him once with the flame to set him on fire.
Oh heck!
Hold on, this guy's gonna be up here and he's gonna give me problems.
Is that a Tanegashima? No, it's just a spear. Oh, is that a Mibu balloon? Oh my God! The chained ogre has gotten free.
Yes.
Grab attacks cannot be deflected. They can be jumped over, though.
Okay. So you will notice a familiar...
Those red eyes,
see if
man.
this works. It does.
Oh, he is afraid of it. Nice.
You were right.
I knew he was stupid. I knew he had an animal brain.
It does not seem to be...
That's a grab attack.
Yeah, that's a grab attack you can do.
You can tell by that red kanji. That's a kick. Man, he's straight up pro wrestling on you. Oh my God, yeah, burning.
Oh. Mamma mia.
Man, this guy sucks.
Yeah, he sucks. He sucks to fight.
Man, he really is pulling off some wrestling moves. You see that drop kick?
Okay, yeah, there we go. So you hit him twice, he sets on fire.
And then wow. He's on fire and he's not a crier. He doesn't seem to really be complaining much.
Ah, okay, this is gonna die. I'm gonna die from this.
Oh, body slam. That's not a body slam. Death?
No.
What about resurrection?
Chomp on that pellet.
To get your slow regen back.
I'm gonna stick around here.
Fun thing about... no.
Owned.
That chain Doger. He really got you.
He's hard.
How do you get more oil?
The easiest way to get more oil is actually to go back to the estate and kill those guys that have torches.
Oh, so there was our first experience with loss upon death.
Oh, wait, I should definitely...
Yo, purchase things.
Okay, so... Mid-air deflection's
Mid-air deflection's
fine.
chill.
I don't need...
Mikity's cool, but yeah.
I don't need it for this, though.
Yeah, get some...
Grappling hook attack I need for him.
Yeah, grap attack.
Okay, I got one more.
I'm never going to say grap attack ever again.
Never, no.
I don't know what that means.
So... I was wondering why I couldn't attack him with the grappling hook, and it's because I didn't have the grappling hook attack. The oil makes it so that he sets alight with one usage of the fire, which is really important, but I don't feel like farming for our gameplay, so you're just going to have to see me struggle through this.
Yeah, farming is, you know what farming is real good for? Is in the dark, late at night by yourself, playing the game. Farming in this game was fun. The very little farming I did. I only got the game last night, so thanks to Activision for sending us multiple copies of the game. And for sending me a copy for Xbox. They knew I liked Xbox. That was nice.
Yeah.
I'm an Xbox guy. What can I say? I have a PS4.
I do admit it's a superior machine, but everyone has their preferences.
There will be a PlayStation 5 at some point. I'm going to call it right now. PlayStation 5 is going to have rear paddles on the controller. Just on the default stock controller. Rear paddles are the future. Oof. Controllers got to have paddles.
There we go.
Oh, grab attack. I didn't want to say it again.
All right.
Estus Flask.
Or whatever.
The healing
Estus
gourd.
Gourd.
Big boy gourd. I'm going to call it the big boy gourd.
Yeah, this grapple attack's really useful.
Yeah. I mean, it turns this guy into a moron. I mean, he already was kind of dumb. Frightened by firecrackers and such.
There's one.
Oh, right in the middle of the head.
But he's still going.
What do they call that? The face? Not
think
sure
so.
on this guy. So, what's the explanation in the world for this guy? Those soldiers were perturbed by the presence of this individual. Is he a soldier for them? Is he a tool they seek to use? Is he
I think he was in the stockades.
Yeah, he's clearly in a stockade. Except it was not very effective at holding him.
They underestimated his sheer power.
Or they overestimated the efficacy of the stockade.
One or the other. That, or they didn't know that my very presence would cause him a rage. And that hurts.
It's okay. You live again.
I live, I die, I live again. What's that from?
You can rest or wrecked. Get a little pellet action.
No, he immediately killed me.
Wow. Not only did he immediately kill you, he just magnetized over there and grabbed you.
Oh, not fun.
Wake up in the morning, first thing, a little bit of pellet action.
I should have just chugged it.
Oh, yeah.
Something I don't like, or not don't like, something that's interesting is that...
Oh, you got Unseen Aid.
That's very useful. Do you want to explain Unseen Aid?
Unseen Aid is, you have a percentage, there is a percentage, sometimes low, sometimes not, up to 30%, that when you die, you won't lose anything.
And also worth noting, you can't go back and grab your stuff.
I remember you can't. You cannot go back and grab your stuff. But I mean, what is your stuff though?
It's money and souls or whatever.
Yeah, money and souls. It's like
which both go away for the record and are two different metrics.
Yeah.
Your sen is not the same as the skill point accumulation.
Exactly. It's two things. They have two currencies. They must have hired like a Harvard economist to design the economy for this game because they went wild on it.
I feel bad I even got hit. I'm probably going to go back and refresh.
Do the old rest and reset.
Yeah.
R&R.
When you sorry, when you don't go right through an enemy, and you waste
how fast this game is.
That precious health.
Yeah, you want to keep your strength up.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes you won't lose anything. And I was like, when I first got my Unseen Aid, I was like, oh, nice.
So
this game is being real friendly, and then there's like a horrifying, sinister twist.
I think we normally would have shown the twist is at this point in the game.
Yeah, we certainly would have gotten there by now. But there's a horrifying, sinister twist that I'm just gonna not mention because it was a pleasant surprise.
There's a chance that I could end up. Oh, he's gonna come down here. That's cool. That's actually quite useful. There's a chance we'll accidentally uncover the twist if I lose to him.
God, I love that spear. I love games with spears. I'm okay with not having a spear of my own in this game.
Yeah. I think somebody less confident would have. Actually, I don't know if there is a spear later on. Who knows?
There's got to be one on the spring-loaded idiot spear that you can just like wild out with. Oh, listen to him just barking like a dog. Whirlwind slash. Does the axe do anything?
It might, but I don't want to waste.
You don't want to mess with it. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with it. Oh, he's on fire, as it just said. That was what the kanji said.
So it's worth noting that.
Death blow.
Damn.
He put it down the middle of his face, and then he bent the blade. And still, this thing lives.
Oh, missed. God, I gotta jump over that one. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, that's the hard part of this game for me so far. Is you have to remember exactly what. Those grabs are so scary.
Yeah. See?
There you go. That's the jump. Can you do the kick on him?
I forget.
The kick is I keep forgetting to do the jump kick when I do the dodge. Oh no. God, this guy's rough, man. A little bit of pellet action. Come on, you stupid ogre.
Oh. I did not mean to use that.
Stomped.
Like the Broadway musical. Or off-Broadway musical. Just gonna chug that real quick.
Every time I'm down in near St. Mark's Place, I walk by the Stomp Auditorium or whatever it is, and I'm just like...
Stompatorium.
I remember that being on various late-night talk shows in the 90s. I love the drop kick. I love an ogre who busts himself out of his outdoor jail and immediately starts thinking about drop kicks.
God, the Souls games are clearly made by metal guys.
Oh yeah, this
that
is metal
love
as
wrestling.
Heck. This is metal as heck. Oh,
that's gonna suck.
Oh, a sliver remains. No.
There we go. Wait,
Estes.
Estes.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's good.
Ah!
No, he was a sliver away, a samurai sword sliver.
Yeah. See, the game doesn't get easier.
Yeah, that was
close.
God darn chained ogre.
God darn chained over. He was easier in the vertical slice. I think they pumped him up for the home release.
So do you have to fight him?
I don't. No, I do actually. I do.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
You can't skip him. I was like, I don't have to fight him now, but the other alternative is to fight a guy with a spear that I don't really like fighting.
Oh, through the neck.
Yeah.
So, did we explain to people how you level up your attack power in the game?
We did not. Do they let you know that yet?
In the game? No, they haven't let you know that yet. But I figure we might not get around to that. Oh, stupid spear boy. Ooh.
All right.
That's a little bit of Prego, a little bit of Ragu, a little bit of Newman's Own. Man, yeah, so this is like...
Ooh,
this isn't just metal. It's like, I really want FromSoft to make a goddarn metal game. Like with some real metal in it. Not poser metal.
Off the bat, not doing okay.
Real metal. Where are the real metal video games? I just want to plug one of my favorite Japanese metal bands, Ningen Isu, The Human Chair, which is named after a short story by Edogawa Rampo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great short story.
They dress in samurai garb of various eras, and they play beautiful Black Sabbath-esque metal. Every song based on a different work of famous Japanese literature. Their album covers very much have that sort of drippy, filthy, muddy ragu sauce demon aesthetic of this game. I feel like they're a good pairing. I may or may not have dropped all 20 Ningen Isu albums into my Xbox One drive last night, and turned the music down on this game and let them chug.
Actually wonder if the ash works.
When I say may or may not, I mean I didn't actually do that.
Oh, it does. Nice.
Oh, animals. He's afraid of parlor tricks. Ooh.
That was funny.
That was
funny because the frame rate went up when I died.
Yeah. Well, that's contrary to what we actually believe about life. Is that your life flashes for your eyes, stuff slows down.
Yeah. I think I got one or two more attacks in me before I say to hell with it. Maybe explore a little bit. Spoilers.
Sekiro is dead. The sculptor is coughing. That was Japanese for coughing. I like his one-sided gray hair. I think that's chill.
It's like Ash.
Isn't it nice to have a FromSoftware game in 2019 where the main character has been designed by an actual 3D artist?
Yeah.
And not by me. Not some psychotic-looking freak with no chin and a forehead 2 feet tall. So, the sculptor has achieved a little bit of rot essence.
As has the timid maid.
Whoa.
So basically, you have the thing that keeps you alive.
Yes.
But when you do it, other people get sick.
Yeah, you're basically ruining the world. You are ruining the world a little bit every time you resurrect.
Mechanically, that means your unseen aid has gone down to 13%.
13%, yeah. And you can actually keep track of your unseen aid.
Yeah, here we go. Leads to stagnation where the point of overflow is caused.
Dragon rot.
Weirdly, the Undying guy doesn't do that.
Yeah, his death doesn't cause the curse.
I was worried that was what was going to happen, was I would...
That is the kind of sinister thing they would bake into one of these games, huh?
I think, like, Demon Souls era, they would have done that. I think now they would have been like, oh, no, that's kind of mean, because then you can't train.
Yeah. It's, so the Dragon Rot will... But then it's the Unseen Aid is such a weird, superfluously, frivolously weird mechanic to have at all.
Yeah.
Right? That you lose all of your experience and some of your money every time unless there's a 30% chance. See, there it is down at the bottom.
13%.
Bottom left. Unseen aid, 13%. So if you die, you have a 13% chance of getting all your stuff back. It's such a weird little casino mechanic.
It's also, like, you can't... It's never high enough to bank on it. It's something that's, like, nice when it happens, but it's also compensating for the fact that you...
30% is kind of decent. I remember there was this retail store that was doing a Christmas promotion for every 50th customer got their purchase for free. Obviously, they wouldn't know until they reached the register.
Yeah.
And my dad, it was like advertised on TV in Indianapolis. A store called Venture, which I believe went out of business like the next year. Interestingly enough.
They shouldn't have done that policy then.
That Christmas promotion, my dad got the Christmas promotion. Like, he actually got it. And he's like, you're the 50th customer.
Was it for, like, gum?
He was buying, like, some nails. And we were like, Dad, you could have got us a Super Nintendo. Actually, we did say Sega Genesis. We wanted a Sega Genesis because we got one of those after a Super Nintendo.
I'm getting lazy.
At least you don't take damage on the throw.
Yeah, that would have been mean. And it's if you're full, it's just enough that...
Yeah, to just waste you outright. So yeah, there's no... The RPG elements in this game are incredibly light. The skill tree is interesting because, like, I normally think skill trees are kind of dumb. They're kind of hacky in a lot of video games. I think Devil May Cry is the good example. It's just here's a list of things, get them all, and you have them all. Whereas a game like God of War 2018, you got to buy them and
it makes,
choose what to get when.
It makes making the subsequent it makes playing the game multiple times a pain in the ass.
Yeah, which is why when God of War added a New Game Plus, it was like maybe you should let people play New Game Plus from the beginning.
Yeah.
But whereas in this, it's like you get your combat art, your whirlwind slash, and it's like you get another combat art, you got to swap that one out, and you got to put a different, Diath.
Yeah.
You got to put another combat art on, so you can only have one of them equipped at a time. It's like you got to choose which one you're taking with you.
Oh, I got locked into that area.
So I actually think that's fun. It's like you're buying pieces of equipment. There's no... I mean, you're not going to get a helmet. You're not going to put a hat on at any point. Man, he's got some range on that. He's got... Wait. All right, is this the one for all the marbles here?
I think this one's for all the marbles.
God, I want those marbles.
I also want those marbles.
Wake up in the morning, a little bit of marble action. Right?
Yeah. This guy actually took me a while to beat originally. I beat him once in the press thing, and then this.
I'm going to admit, I wanted to go to bed last night, and then I didn't. I have not slept because of this stupid guy.
I was up until 5 in the morning.
I didn't sleep last night because of this stupid ogre. So...
Alright. I got a pellet.
And I'm gonna admit, I'm gonna confess, when I killed him, I really didn't feel like I earned it. I felt like I did something wrong. But I didn't have the firecracker, and I didn't have the flamethrower.
I screwed up there. I let him do chip damage to me.
Oh, the old CD. Yeah, what a punk. So he's got some decently visible wind-ups on his attacks. He telegraphs quite a bit. I'm just not going to lie. His legs look kind of like my legs. I don't think anybody needed to know that. Mine have better. They're a little bit more evenly complexioned, though. It's just a little bit.
So the fire will scare him.
Yeah, but it doesn't kill.
And
Ooh!
then,
You can scare him. You can cancel his attack.
yes. So it's if you do the wind up for the fire, you should also make sure that you use the stagger that it utilizes.
He's just... There we go. A little bit of the old smoke.
It's like ash.
So the items are on the... Oh, yeah. The items are on the up button. So the secret to this for me was getting really lucky with jumping on the grab attack.
Yeah, that was
And then-
bad.
The reason I asked earlier is can you jump kick him is I never did it. Because I messed up every time.
You can, I think. I've done it a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm going to go home and wild out on this game tonight. Probably fall asleep, though, because of how tired I am.
I was up until 5 in the morning on Monday because of this game.
Oh, heck yeah. It's one of those games. I didn't think I was going to have it until this weekend, and then those goddarn punksters at Activision goddarn sent it to me. I was like, well, what do I do now? I guess I got to play it.
Yeah.
I'm not
You
just
can't-
gonna go to
You're not
bed.
like, hang out.
I was watching Denzel Washington in The Equalizer, which is terrible, by the way, but I had a good time. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, see, that's... If he jumps right at you, you can just jump on top of him.
Yeah. Oh, oh, he caught you mid-jump.
It's true.
That sucks. This is good, though. This is good. I feel good about
good.
this maneuver. I'm using maneuver in the classical warfare sense, as in this whole thing is a maneuver.
Through his legs.
Oh, man.
Good hitbox, though.
A little bit of ash through the leg. Drop kick, leaving his red-eyed head wide open to a katana swipe. Grab attack dodged deftly.
Here we go.
And here we go. This is the killing blow. Chained ogre. You got a prayer bead.
And
Got a
medicine.
shinobi medicine.
Hell yeah.
Guy's dead. What can you say?
I think that's a great place to end. To get the chained ogre in one game through.
You kind of got to wonder about that guy, though. The one thing. You really kind of got to wonder. Why do you even break the chains at that point, right?
Yeah. I will say something that was interesting. Oh, you get a binoculars here. Is that the chained ogre was originally here.
Mm-hmm.
And the general was outside in the original thing. And I played through this area. If you look at old gameplay videos,
Yeah, you have that video up on the YouTube channel.
there's a woman with a bell around here that will sneak
The narc.
around. The narc, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they just turned her into that NPC.
I'm interested in these narcs, because the narcs are clearly important later in the game.
Yeah, but I think they might have just turned the old lady into that old woman.
I think they gave you that vertical slice. They arranged it special, you know?
Yeah.
They put it together in a way.
Well, I mean, it was clearly stuff they were already working on, but
Yeah.
anyway. That has been Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
We
Comes
died a
out-
little bit more than twice.
We died very frequently.
Oh, divine confetti, so you can have a divine birthday party.
It's true. Comes out Friday. Thanks for watching, and enjoy.
And if you're going to take the day off on Friday, you should let someone know right now.
Just tell them.
Like, instead of don't call in sick. That's not classy. If you're working at a place and they don't let you take the day off to play this video game on Friday,
They're narcs.
you should quit your job. Don't do that.
Don't quit your job.
But also, I mean, come on.
Come on. Bye, guys.
Shadows Die Twice. Spoiler alert.